welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching Channels Television, celebrating 21 years of professional broadcasting. This is the news at 10. Here's a reminder of our major stories tonight. Chairman of Channels Media Group, Mr. John Momo, sounds the closing gong at the Nigerian Stock Exchange as part of activities marking the station's 21st anniversary. Economic and Financial Crimes Commission storms the residence of Justice Rita Ofili Ajumogobia in search of her children. Federal High Court in Abuja adjourns trial of Justice Sylvester Nguta, standing trial for corruption till January 18th and the 23rd. And it's a tight race in Ghana's presidential election as all 7 candidates pledge to keep the process peaceful. Just a quick reminder that all our top stories are on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. And do log on to m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. Besides the news and updates, the Channels TV app has an eyewitness feature. We encourage you to use it to share those pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the eyewitness menu and then follow the instructions. Now, some operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission today paid an unannounced visit to the home of a suspended judge of the Federal High Court, Justice Rita Ofili Ajumogobia, and to discuss the trial of judicial officers in the past few months, and as well as the implication of that. I'm now being joined on the news at 10 by a lecturer at the Faculty of Law, University of Lagos, Mr. Wahab Shitu. Thank you so much for joining us on the news at 10.
Thank you for inviting me.
We've seen yet another raid, on the home of a senior judicial official, let's put it that way. And Nigerians are being told that this is not a fight against the judiciary, but a fight against corruption. So where do you stand on that?
Well, I think it's a misconception to think there can be a fight against the judiciary as an institution. I think what is going on is a fight against very select few of the judges who are accused of having committed certain offences. That is not an attack on the judiciary as an institution. Because the judiciary as an institution cannot be under trial. Because the fundamentals that the judiciary are known for are well known. The judiciary as an institution is noted for integrity, for justice, for independence, for fair play. These are fundamentals that we will endure forever. So it is not an attack on the judiciary. It's an attack, it's a fight against corruption involving select, few members of members of the judiciary. And I think that distinction should be made. And it's also important to know that corruption is an endemic problem of society. And all arms of government, I think the Vice President made that point, we cannot be disputed, that all arms of government are corrupt. There is corruption in every arm of government. So what is going on is an attempt by this administration to fight, to confront the evil monster called corruption.
All right, let me just ask you finally, there are those who disagree with the method of what's being done, even though in principle they agree that it is good to put a searchlight on those who are corrupt. The method of it seems to be the issue. What do you have to say about that quickly?
Well, what I want to say is, yes, it is good to fight corruption. I also believe that corruption has to be fought within the context of respect for the rule of law. But those who disagree with these methods, the present method of fighting corruption, perhaps have not looked at the relevant provisions of the law. For instance, if we look at the visit of EFCC to the home of a serving a judge, is covered under Section 143 to Section 157 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act. You heard the EFCC explain that they were armed with search warrants. And by virtue of Section 148 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, you can go into any premises if you reasonably believe that an offense has been committed, or you in search of proof of evidence, or if you believe that any object or person who is suspected of having committed offense is hiding in that building. So what the EFCC has done is perfectly within the rule of law.
All right.
Yes.
Lecturer of Law at the Faculty of Law, University of Lagos, Mr. Wahab Shitu. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on the news at 10 tonight.
Thank you for inviting me.
The Nigerian Army has affirmed its resolve to uphold the rules of engagement as it prosecutes the war against terror in the northeast. This was made known today by the Theatre Commander Operation Lafia Dole, Major General Leo Irabo. He pledged to ensure the Army gives the public more information about their operations in order not to be misled.
It has been a long-drawn battle, the fight to clear Boko Haram militants from the northeast region of Nigeria. It's a fight that has claimed more resources and human lives than perhaps was ever anticipated, and much of the time filled with rumors and sometimes total misunderstanding by the public of the operations by the military.
By Mr. President to do so.
Here, at the Command and Control Center in Maiduguri, Borno State, the Theatre Commander of Operation Lafia Dole has called this press conference to put the record straight and give an update on the troops.
On one of the fronts, on 30th of November 2016, the troops cleared Goneri before harboring at Goninkrumi, as you could see right on the... And of course, whilst there, the troops were attacked by the Boko Haram terrorists with the hope of slowing down their push. The attack was successfully repaired, with the Boko Haram terrorists suffering casualties. The troops recovered one AK-47 rifle, as well as different calibers of ammunition and magazines. The advance continued the following day, and our troops successfully cleared Alafa 1, 2, and 3.
In the face of numerous challenges being faced by the troops, General Irabo insists that the military has what it takes to dislodge the militants from the northeast.
The military line of operation is only one of the various lines of operation that are relevant to bringing total peace and security into the northeast. And I think that has to come clear. Now, the Sambisa forest that we are currently operating, a key challenge that we've ever had, and of course also in the north, is access. There are no roads. The problem is not going to be totally eliminated, no. But what I can tell you is that the carnage, the extent of carnage, the threats, the limit of threats will be greatly reduced, such that other security agencies will be able to play the part.
With the military now fully aware of the need to carry the public along in its operations, troops in the front line may now be rest assured that they have the backing of citizens in their quest.
Let's cross over to Abuja now. Here's Ibrahim Adra. Ibrahim.
Many thanks, Ijoma. Now the president has restated the commitment of his administration to sustaining democracy in the country by giving every Nigerian an opportunity to elect people of their choice as leaders. President Muhammadu Buhari said this after swearing in 6 new national commissioners of the Independent National Electoral Commission at the presidential villa.
This administration is extremely concerned with the integrity of the electoral processes. You are people of great integrity, renowned throughout the country. This administration will depend on you to be firm and fair. What this administration expects is that after we have gone, that Nigerian will read in our political history that we respect Nigerians. We want every Nigerian to use his PVC, cross-checked by a card reader, that he has been given the opportunity, the security, in their respective constituencies to elect those they want to elect. The rest is left to their conscience and to God. I very sincerely congratulate you, and I congratulate the government for having the patience to go through your records and confirm your appointments.
Meanwhile, the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission has vowed to ensure the polls are free and fair. Mr. Yakub Mahmood, who was speaking in Abuja after the swearing of the new INEC national commissioners, dismissed the allegation of bias that has been leveled against the commission, insisting that the commission will remain focused on its objective.
We have come to consolidate on the achievements of the 2015 elections. We wouldn't be distracted by allegations. We'll do what we have always done to the best of our ability, bearing in mind that we have a responsibility to the Nigerian nation. We'll go to Rivers, conduct free, fair, credible elections, declare winners, and then we leave the rest to the next level, which is the judiciary. However, there is nothing new that we are going to do in Rivers beyond what we have always done. Votes must count, because ultimately it's the people of Rivers that will determine who will become their senators, members of the House of Representatives, and members of the State Assembly.
And still staying with the Rivers rerun, the APC has raised alarm over the alleged stockpiling of arms and ammunition by the governor of Rivers State, Mr. Nyesom Wike, ahead of the legislative rerun. In a statement signed by the National Secretary of the party, Maimala Buni, the APC calls on security operatives to be on the alert, adding that the recent pronouncements by the governor are an attempt to deflect attention from reports of arms build-up. The Rivers State government has, however, described APC's allegation as most unfortunate and a bunch of lies. Now, only 3 days to that election on the 10th of December, the state governor, Nyesom Wike, is insisting that there is a plan by INEC to use fake collation officers during that polls. According to him, the electoral body has refused to be transparent on the list of collation officers in order to use them to the advantage of the APC. The governor was speaking in Andoni and Opobo Nkuru local government areas while flagging of the rehabilitation of general hospitals in Opobo and Ungo.
No, make they call INEC. You say you want to do free and fair election. What do you they hide? After that, I say we get trouble. Nobody they find our trouble. You say you go do the thing well. Now you're going to go under, they do a different thing. And according to the shall say, do this thing well as you promised us. It's not to look for trouble. Now who they look for trouble that time? Me will be peacemaker. Not me the peacemaker. Not me the beg and say, I'm not going to do the thing well. Instead of them to praise me, say, my brother, thank you, I said they try to do well. They now said I made them make trouble. I think when they say the trouble, they come home. So, INEC, these collection officers, where you and these people, they hide. Where are they hide and go? But I'm going to produce those collection officers who go see them.
Now, the Nigerian police has been explaining its decision to redeploy the chief security officer to Governor Nyesom Wike. The force public relations officer, Mr. Donna Una, says the CSO, Mr. Promise Unwosu, was relocated due to the allegations of gross professional misconduct. Mr. Una notes that the former CSO was found among protesting members of the APC in a manner prejudicial to discipline and displaying conduct unexpected of a police officer. He adds that the active presence of the CSO to the governor in a partisan crowd of an opposition party to the governor in a suspicious manner is considered mischievous and detrimental to the security of the state. The police spokesman also says the governor, as chief security officer of the state, is at liberty to select any officer of his choice from the strength of the command to serve as his CSO. And when the news return, it's a bullish day at the stock exchange on a day the chairman of Channels Media Group sounds the closing gong. Yes, he did. That's on Business News. Rejoin us again.